Hi everybody, and happy day after Mother's Day, which could be seen as Women's Suffrage Day, maybe? I shouldn't say that, but yeah. My name's Linda, if you don't know me, Linda McGregor, and I am an avid bread maker and a lover of food and a lover of teaching, and this is day 2 of our 7-day bug making course. So this is for a Rewena bug, which is a traditional bread made in the leavening ingredients, and there is a starter bug which is based with potato. Now, as I said to you a couple of times, I got feedback that I talk too much, so we're going to get stuck straight into the business side of this, and then we can have a little chat on there. So the reason why I am wearing my hat is that we just gone past that tipping point in which I need to get my hair retouched up by my fantastic hairdresser. So that is the reason why I'm wearing inside a portai. Normally I wouldn't do that. And before I had these glasses on because I was running off, so see, look, I was looking rather serious. I really was. I looked like that I meant business. Okay, now let's get to business. Today we need half a cup of flour. Now I had questions saying, can we use self-raising flour, can we use plain flour? Half a cup of flour. If that self-raising flour is the only flour that you've got, that's fine. Some bugs call for self-raising or baking powder right at the beginning when you're starting the starter bug. I don't use self-raising flour because I use baking powder and plain flour or high-grade flour. Half a cup of flour and half a cup of lukewarm water. Okay, that's all you need. That's all we need today. And then we have our wooden spoon that I can promise you has never ever struck anybody's bottom, and my coffee that I got when I went to the supermarket today, because last week I had a case of wine delivered for a friend and I drank one of the bottles, so I went and got that replaced. Fickle Mistress Pinot Noir, that's a bloody nice drop. So what we're going to do today is we're going to feed our starter bug. Now everybody go and get their little bugs. Now I said yesterday using glass. People asked me where I got these glass containers from. I actually was given these. So this was a gift from the beautiful Bev Morgan. Beverly gave me these. So I said look at when the warehouse opens, when Uncle Bill's opens, any shop that's our thing. Also keep an eye out in second-hand shops. My preference is to buy second-hand, not to buy new. So I'm just going to chug down some of this coffee. I'm Wellington based, if you don't know, and we're very fussy about our coffee here. Okay, now, has this happened to your bug overnight? I've got some here. There we go. Did that happen to your bug overnight? Have you had a separation? I mean, I've been separated. Have you had a separation? So there's separation of the liquid there. Can you see that? It looks really quite gross, don't you think? Okay, that's okay. That's meant to happen. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to drain that off, and you can put this into your garden. Okay, so drain off all that liquid. Whee! And that is quite a lot of liquid. That is actually quite a lot of liquid. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to add in our half a cup of flour, and our half a cup of lukewarm water. Then what we're going to do is we're going to stir this up. So it's okay when you've got that separation, don't worry about it. We're just going to skim that off the top. Go and put it in your garden if you want, put it in your compost. And I'm going to now go and show you what this looks like on the inside. Okay, can you see that? And also, actually, I'm going to see there. Can you see they've actually got some bubbles going? So we're actually got, we're active. This is active. So you want to mix it all up. You want to get all that dry flour, get it all mixed in with the liquid. That's it. That's all you have to do. So this is day 2 of our Rewena bug, and for people, if you've just tuned in, we are using raw potato, grated raw potato. We're not using boiled potato water, so I've grated it in. And so yesterday we started off our bug, so I had a medium grated potato, 2 cups of flour and a litre of lukewarm water. Today, for day 2 of our bug, I have drained off the excess water, so there was a separation that had happened. So I drained that separate, the water from there. I put in half a cup of flour and half a cup of lukewarm water in there, mixed it all up. Put it somewhere warm, and just so don't put a tight fitting lid on there. This is just a tea towel cloth that I've put on there, and this is actually the bit that goes with the glass part. So here, that goes on top of the jar. So I've just put that on there just to keep that on there. So that is day 2, and we're going to be doing this until Sunday, and then Sunday we are all going to be making our Rewena bread. We're going to make it in the morning. We're going to let it rise during the day, then we're going to bake it and we're going to have it for dinner. So that is what we're going to be doing on Sunday. And I'm hoping by Sunday we are down to level 2 lockdown, because on Friday I want my cousin to come around for tea and I want to make lots of beautiful things. So this is our Rewena bug. We're using grated raw potato, water and flour in that. So you can put sugar in there, that is completely optional. And then you can have, this will be ready to go on Sunday. This is another bug that I have, and this is made with the raw potato. Okay, and I'm going to show you what it looks like at the moment. Can you see that? Sorry, my production quality isn't that great, but I just want to make sure that you're getting the message across. So this is my raw one, and I use this on Sundays, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, I make bread every single day apart from Sunday. Sunday is the only day that I do not make bread. This is another bug, and this bug was made with the cooked potato water. Okay, so we put the mashed potato in the cooked water, and I'll show you that in there. Oh, lovely. And I am so this bug is used on Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. So I am going to be making 2 loaves of bread out of that bug tonight. Oh, they've got flour in there. So we've got that, and this one here, normally I would have it in glass, but I'm trying to look at kind of more commercial quantities of the raw potato bug. So we've got that one that is happening there. That should be ready to use closer to the end of the week. So that is but normally I wouldn't have it in plastic, but I'm just trying this out at the moment, and I'm gonna put some pegs around there just to keep that on there. So those are my 4 bugs that I have. So just to recap, this is day 2 of your 7-day Rewena Bug course. Today we took the separated water, because you would have found that your flour and your potato and the liquid had separated during the night. So you just take that off. You can go and put that out in the garden, and then you feed your bug with half a cup of flour and half a cup of lukewarm water. Mix it all up, leave it somewhere warm, and then we will attend to it tomorrow. And you'll find that there'll be little bubbles that form in there, so you're going to be getting, it's starting to ferment, and it's going to be such a beautiful thing. So good luck to everybody. I hope we go down to Elite Level 2 today. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate that. As I said in my videos, we do the business first, and then we can have a little chat later. If you have any questions at all about your bug, please pop them on so I have a YouTube, which is Linda's Kind Love You. I also have a bread page, which is called Our Daily Bread on Facebook, and you'll need to join that, and then we'll have approval. I have there's about just over 550 members in there, but that page is for people that are really interested about learning how to make really good bread, how to support a community of people learning how to make bread and inspire. So it is a fantastic site. And then I also have a Facebook page, which is called Linda's Kind Love You. So we've got those on there as well. If you have any questions at all, I will answer your questions. If I haven't done that online, I will answer your questions tomorrow. And I think some of the questions that came up yesterday was using self-raising flour. And I said, well, you can use whatever flour you have, but that already has a leaven ingredient in there, which is baking powder. I don't use that because I want the natural yeast fermentation. But there's other people that say that the natural yeast, it comes from the spores in the air, but also it'll come out of what actually is in the flour. So you've got all of that going along. And honestly, you can read and read and read forever about all sorts of things. And everybody's got an opinion about that. So we had that. Somebody asked where I got the glass jars from. They were actually gifted. So they were given to me by my beautiful friend, Bev Morgan. And I use them for all sorts of things. I have had cashew nuts in them. I have got one jar which is full of preserved lemons that I made. So these are really fantastic. I prefer to use glass jars and not plastic. So we have that question. Another person who is doing a gluten-free bug, which is on our Daily Bread site, the wonderful Dave. He has been posting up there about different flours that he's been using, and also about how to get his bug active, because it was kind of he thought it was a bit maui, so he wasn't just trying to work out the best way to grow his bug. And you know what, gluten free, man, that sounds really hard to me, but if you go on there, he's got some really, really good feedback about that. One of the things that he did say though is when people are creating bugs, that they throw out half of it. So if you're doing a European sourdough starter, each day it'll tell you to throw out half of that starter, and then you kind of put more flour in there, and that is to get it stimulated and hungry and eating, which then is the fermentation process. Another person said it's because the bug ends up being so big. I don't throw away my bug, any of it, apart from the liquid that we don't need. This is the only bit that is going to go into the garden. Everything else I keep. And the reason why I do that is that I don't like wasting food. And I have worked on this bug now for the last 1.5 years, and I think this bug is actually doing okay as it is. And I do not like wasting food at all. If I'm going to tip out half the bug, I would give it to someone else. So there's lots of things there. I actually do sell my bug, and when I sell it in a small glass container. You get about 70 grams or 70 mils of the bug, and then it comes with instructions about how to grow that bug. I'm certainly not, this is certainly not a sales pitch, because you know, what we are trying to do here is we're trying to teach you how to make your starter bug, because when you make your starter bug and you have it ready, then you will be able to feed your family and the people that you love forever, because all you need is flour and water and a little bit of sugar if you want to be sweet. So that's it. But I do sell the my starter bug, and I also sell my Rewena bread as well. And it is, I can tell you right now, my darlings, it is absolutely delicious, and it is next level. And this is what you are going to be when we have finished our 7-day course on building our bug and making our Rewena bread. It is going to be next level, and everybody is going to want a piece of your action. Everybody's going to want to have a piece of that bug, and everybody's going to want to have a piece of that bread. And all I'm going to say is that freely give away your bug, and that, if that's what you want to do, and freely give away some of your bread. But remember, it's all energy for energy. So if you give away some of this, then somebody should be giving you something in return. Okay, well, I'm going to go now. I am absolutely chuffed that I got to do day 2 of our Rewena challenge. And I'm going to see you tomorrow for day 3. I'm hoping by the time we get to Sunday, we're going to be making our bread. We're going to do it in the morning. I'm still thinking of whether to do it live or whether to do it as to pre-record it. I'm not sure yet, because when I go live, all sorts of things happen if you don't get your camera right, and you end up being all lopsided, and I don't know if I want to do that. If you have any questions at all about anything that I have said, if you want to give feedback, you know, please go to my pages. So that's Linda's Kai Love You on Facebook and also YouTube. Subscribe, and also if you are passionate about bread making and you want to join my, well, I'm not going to say mine, join this fabulous community of bread makers, and they are all over the world. We've got people in Nova Scotia, we've got people in people in Nova Scotia, which is Canada. We have got people in the United Arab Emirates. We have got people in Denmark. We have got people in America. We've got people all over the world that is making the Rewena breads. So that's really cool. Join our page, and then you can collaborate and ask loads and loads of questions, and it's absolutely cool. Right, so that's 80 minutes of my time, and I think probably about 4 of those minutes were the ones that had all the action points and what to do with feeding your bug, and the rest of it was just me connecting with you all and just going through our journey of building our Rewena bug. So thank you so much for your time. Please feed your bugs. And if you want to, pop some photos up as well. Send me some pictures. I want to see them. Come on, let's get some bug scouting. That would be absolutely cool. And also, we can actually have a look at the bug, and then we could probably share it, if that's okay, on my bread page, and people can give feedback if you want. But if you don't, then that's okay. All right, ka kite, my darlings. Bye-bye.